All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. We're going to do a third game for you tonight. It'll be the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Denver comes in at 2-1. The Raiders come in at 3-0. And the Raiders have a one-game lead in the AFC West. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Evil Dead is now 24-24 on the season. Clutch, he's still 5-3. Grando, he's now 3-2 on the season. Let's head out to the Coliseum in Oakland for this one. The Broncos and the Raiders, the undefeated Raiders. I haven't said that in a long time. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. It's the Broncos and the Raiders. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. The 3-0 Raiders, the 2-1 Broncos. The early season battle for the NFC West. Longtime rivals. Kicking off will be the Broncos. Number 19, Sam Beasley, gets the kickoff away. Crosland from the goal line over the 20. And Levi Crosland brings it out, still on his feet. Crosland down the sideline, one-man debate. And they finally get him at the 32-yard line. Levi Crosland nearly broke it. The third-year receiver out of Virginia. What a way to start the game for the 3-0 Raiders. You're just going to watch this one? All right. We'll see what Evil Dead takes. Too volatile to bet. There is not the Brown team. Oh, the Raiders. 1st and 10, Raiders from the Bronco 32-yard line. They start with great field position. Evil Dead's going with the Raiders in this one. I can't open it up. Cousins out to the 32-yard line. That's Orlando Cousins. Kendall Battle making the tackle. Cousins got shaken up on the play. Injury timeout. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. I'm going to try to eat while I do this game. I have a Lunchable in front of me. That's bad. They're all rubbery. That's no good. 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Raiders come out in the offset eye.
Come on, let's go.
Starting quarterback Ryan Pearson. Pearson breaks a tackle, throws, caught by Clymer. And Peyton Clymer down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. And that'll be a Raider first down. The 8th-year receiver out of Tennessee. On the tackle, number 25, Carlos Laws for the Broncos. Ryan Pearson, the 2nd-year quarterback out of Eastern Washington. Raiders, their first 3 games were on the road. They won all 3 of them. This is their home opener. First and 10 from the 15. Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Law around the outside. Carlos Law. Not Carlos Law, that's Casey Law, the rookie out of Navy, out to the 11-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. On the tackle, number 98, Kedrick Fine, in his 10th year out of Youngstown State. Raiders on the move here, opening drive down to the Bronco 11-yard line. The Broncos at 2-1, the Raiders at 3-0. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson back. Pearson throws to the end zone. Franklin, touchdown, Raiders. J.T. Franklin, an 11-yard touchdown catch. The third-year receiver out of SMU. And the Raiders go up 6-0. They had a nice kickoff return all the way to the Denver 32-yard line, and they took advantage of the short field, and they get a touchdown. And now Garrett Brown for the extra point in his 2nd year out of Penn State. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Raiders lead at 7-0. 6:41 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from the Coliseum in Oakland. Week 4 here at Jammin' Sports. Misty has said goodnight at 8:18 Central Time. Hunter Mann, the quarterback, warming up on the sideline for the Broncos. And now Brown will tee it up for the Raiders. The Raiders beat Cincinnati on the road, the Chargers on the road, and Miami last week on the road to get to 3-0. Their home opener today. There's the kick. Fielded by Manson a yard deep over the 15-20. And Manson brings it out to the 25-yard line. Andrew Manson, the third-year receiver out of Kansas. Denver beat the Bills in week 1 on the road. They lost to the Steelers at home in week 2. Hunter Mann, the quarterback, in his 3rd year out of Tennessee Tech. And then last week, in week 3, the Broncos defeated Kansas City in overtime. In fact, it took them 2 overtimes, 23-20. And that's how the Broncos are 2-1. The Broncos won the division last season. Raiders off to a fast start at 3-0. First and 10 Denver at their own 25. Hunter Mann under center. Mann fakes the handoff, throws, caught by Branch, out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 18. Making the catch, number 85, Marcus Branch, the third-year receiver out of Troy. Eldon McCorkle on the tackle, the eighth-year defensive back out of Syracuse. First down, Denver. Raiders got a touchdown on the opening drive. Broncos trying to do the same. 6:15 and counting here in the first quarter. On a beautiful day in the East Bay. Mann under center, first and 10. Mann hands off to Lattimore up the middle, and Lattimore, a big gain. That's Perry Lattimore down to the 40-yard line. And that's a gain of 17 yards and a Denver first down. The 5th-year running back out of Appalachian State, Perry Lattimore. He's the middle brother of the 3 Lattimore brothers. Older brother Randall plays for the Colts. Younger brother Marcus plays for the Eagles. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Mann in the shotgun. Mann hands off to Lattimore up the middle. And Lattimore picks up 4 yards. Let's take a look at the Denver offense. Up front, Andre, Carnes, Nair, Fitzgerald, and Randall. And then it's DeCarva, Jones, Lattimore, Dixon, and Cruz. The Raider drive happened so fast we didn't get any lineups in. Yeah, they were running drills in the moon. They're not triplets, though. There's about a 2-year difference between First and second and third. 2nd and 6 from the 36. Man under center. Man hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore making his way out to the 26-yard line. A gain of 10. And that'll be a Denver first down. Under 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Raiders up 7-0. Denver, though, with a nice drive so far, trying to match the Raiders' touchdown with one of their own. Longtime rivals, the Broncos and the Raiders. First and 10 from the Raider 26. Man under center. Worley in motion. Man hands off to Lattimore again, right up the gut. A steady dose of Perry Lattimore, this time down to the 14. A gain of 12. Triplets in the NFL would be cool, like Alvin and the Chipmunks with football. First and 10. Well, this is the closest we're going to get, the Lattimore brothers. We also have the Ciali brothers. Dante, the running back with the Redskins, and Devin, the wide receiver with the Saints. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Man in the shotgun. But there's 7 years difference there. Man back. Throws. Caught by Graham. And Graham all the way down to the 4-yard line. Nate Graham, the third-year receiver out of Georgia Tech. A gain of 10, and that'll be a Bronco first down. On the tackle, number 32, Marcus Nelson, in his 6th year out of Connecticut, the defensive back. Beautiful drive by Denver so far. Let's see if they can punch it in. .345 and counting. Ojulari brothers, okay. First and goal from the 4. Man hands off to Kobe Jones, and Jones is going to lose 2 yards. The 9th year back out of Savannah State, the backup. On the tackle, number 70, Carroll Harris, the former Brown, in his 9th year out of Texas. Carroll Harris spent 8 years with the Browns, now in his first year with the Raiders. I tell you what, the Raiders, they picked up some key personnel during the offseason. They drafted well. I think they might have the best team in the league, to be honest with you. 2nd and goal from the 6. 4 receivers wide. Man drops back, throws, caught by DeCarva. Of course, as soon as I say that, they get scored on. A 6-yard touchdown catch by Samson DeCarva, the 4th-year receiver out of Missouri. And the Broncos answer the Raider touchdown with one of their own. So both teams scoring touchdowns on their opening drives. Denver's only loss came in week 2 at home to Pittsburgh. Point. Kick is up. And it's good. We're tied at 7. We call him Javi Gaspar. 3:05 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 4 here at Jammin' Sports. Broncos at 2-1. The Raiders at 3-0. Now that the Saints have lost, we're down to, let's see, 3 undefeated teams left? The Giants are still undefeated. They haven't played this week. The Colts are 4-0. The Raiders are 3-0. The Giants are 3-0. And the Rams are 3-0. So we're down to 4. But both the Giants and the Rams play tomorrow in our doubleheader. Not against each other, though. The Rams will host the 49ers, and the Giants will play the Redskins. That doubleheader will start at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. There's the kick. Fielded by McCorkle at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. Eldon McCorkle brings it out to the 29-yard line. McCorkle for the Raiders in his 8th year out of Syracuse, the defensive back. We're tied at 7. This will be the Raiders' second possession. Ryan Pearson comes out, the quarterback, in his 2nd year out of Eastern Washington. Raiders this time will start at their own 29. Raiders come out. Pearson under center.
Here we go. Red 38.
Pearson hands off to Law, and Casey Law picks up a couple of yards out to the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just a 1-yard gain. David Fuller on the tackle in his 6th year out of San Jose State. 2:45 and counting here in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. It'll be 2nd and 9. Raiders come out 4 wide. Pearson under center.
Let's go. Red 38.
Pearson to Law again. And Casey Law bouncing off a Bronco. Still on his feet. Finally downed at the 35. A gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. James Thomas, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 6th year out of Clemson. Orlando Cousins, the starting running back for the Raiders, he got injured on the opening drive. He has not returned yet. That's why Casey Law is in there. Law, the rookie out of Navy. 4 receivers set wide. Pearson in the gun. Pearson back. Throws. Caught by Crosland. Out to the 41. A gain of 6. Levi Crosland, the 3rd-year receiver out of Virginia. First down, Raiders. On the tackle, number 59, Rashard Morrison, the rookie out of Connecticut. 1:40 and counting. Raiders come out in the eye on 1st and 10.
White 90. White 90.
Pearson, play action. Throws, caught by Clymer down the sideline. Makes a nice move. 19 yards down to the 40-yard line of the Broncos. And a Raider first down. Peyton Clymer, the 8th-year receiver out of Tennessee. A shout out to the Tennessee boys. Since I'm in Nashville, why not? Even though my Volunteers lost to Missouri in overtime yesterday, I'm still upset about that. In my college football sim, the Volunteers have not beaten a team with a winning record. The 3 wins came against losing records. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Pearson in the gun. 4 receivers wide. Pearson throws. Caught by Sigel. And Jason Sigel inside the 20. Down to the 17-yard line. 23 yards. And a Raider first down. The 11th-year tight end out of Tulsa, Jason Sigel. Now, I know when Tennessee played North Carolina in Week 1, they were both 0-0. But what I'm saying is North Carolina now has a losing record. So the Vols have not beaten a team with a winning record. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. And the Vols they struggled to beat North Carolina, winning on the last play of the game. Law inside the 10. And Casey Law down to the 6. A gain of 11. Another Raider first down. The rookie out of Navy. That would make him about a 26-year-old rookie. Once they finish the service academy, they have to put in 4 years. This might be the last play. Will they get the play off in time? I don't know if they will. 1st and goal from the 6. They do. Pearson, play action, throws to the end zone. McNeil, touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown catch. Dwayne McNeil, the rookie out of Stephen F. Austin. No, there was not a safety in the Saints game. They're going to look at this one again. Well, I don't know about that. No review. The extra point is up and good. The Raiders lead it 14-7 at the end of the first quarter here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 4 here at Jammin' Sports. The Raiders scored right at the end of the first quarter to take a 14-7 lead. The final score of the Tampa Bay game was Tampa Bay 22, New Orleans 17. It was 22-17. The Bucs went for 2 to try to make it 24-17, and they missed the 2-point try. We start the second quarter. Garrett Brown will kick off. It'll be fielded by Manson, a yard deep, brings it out over the 15-20. And a flag is down as Manson's down at about the 31-yard line. This may be on the Broncos.
Holding.
Nope.
Receiving team.
It's on the Raiders. No, it's on the Broncos. I'm sorry. Yes, it was 17-16 at one point. That's right. That'll back it up. Denver will start 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. As we start quarter number 2, Raiders up 14-7. Oakland trying to remain unbeaten. They come in at 3-0. The Broncos at 2-1. Hunter Mann in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Mann hands off to Lattimore, and Perry Lattimore gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll be 2nd and 10. On the hit, number 95, Alfred Bullock, the rookie out of Oklahoma State, the defensive end. 2nd and 10 from the 17-yard line. Broncos come out, 4 receivers wide. Mann in the shotgun. Mann draws back, steps up, throws deep, caught by Branch. Marcus Branch out to the 28. A gain of 11. And that'll be a Denver first down. The third-year receiver out of Troy. First down, Denver. Nobody's punted yet. Every drive has ended with a touchdown so far. This is the Broncos' second possession. 7:12 left in the half. 1st and 10 Denver from their own 28. Hunter Mann in the shotgun. Mann hands off to Lattimore up the middle. And Perry Lattimore out to the 33, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. A volatile game, Grando says. A gain of 5. 6:45 and counting in the half. Broncos come out, 3 to the far side. Mann in the shotgun on 2nd and 5. Hands off to Lattimore. And Perry Lattimore fighting for yardage. Gets out to the 38, a gain of 5. He'll be just shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and inches. Landon Lasser, the second-year safety out of Virginia Tech, on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and inches. Big 3rd down for Denver. Mann in the shotgun on 3rd down. Mann to Jones, and Kobe Jones gets a yard out to the 39. They pick up the first down. Long-time running back for the Broncos, Kobe Jones, in his 9th year out of Savannah State. On the tackle, number 93, Leighton Cripps, the 9th-year defensive tackle out of Kansas State. 5:50 and counting here in the first half. Raiders up 14-7. Broncos come out 1st and 10 at their own 39, 4 wide.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Mann hands off to Jones again. And Jones picks up 2 out to the 41. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Leighton Cripps on the tackle again. .520 and counting. And now the Broncos come out 4 wide. Mann under center.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
Mann draws back, throws, coming across. Colt Cruz out to the 48, a gain of 7. Colt Cruz, the 9th-year receiver out of Texas. And that'll bring up 3rd and make it a 7-yard game, 3rd and 1. And the Broncos will have it at their own 48-yard line. Denver comes out. Man under center.
Here we go.
Man hands off to Lattimore, and Lattimore's not going to get there. The Raiders are right there, led by number 97, Robert Smith, in his 16th year, the defensive end out of Oregon. He's been around a while. No gain. It'll be 4th down, and the Broncos are going to have to punt. Can you imagine playing defensive end for 16 years? It's a long time. That's a tough position. Sam Beasley will come in to punt. The 4th-year punter out of Missouri gets the punt away. And that's going to be out of bounds at the 22. He tried to pin them inside the 20. It didn't work. 4:16 left in the half. The Raiders lead at 14-7. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line. Here at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 4 here at Jammin' Sports. The Raiders will host Minnesota next week. And that should be a good game. The Vikings, they played well against Dallas yesterday. I'll tell you who the Broncos play in just a second.
Come on, let's go.
1st and 10 from the 22. Pearson hands off to Orlando Cousins, who's back in the game. He gets 2 yards out to the 24. It'll be 2nd and 8. James Thomas, the linebacker, on the tackle. Yeah, next week the Raiders host Minnesota. In fact, that's the Monday night game. Denver will host Seattle next week. 2nd and 8 from the 24. 4 receivers wide. Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Cousins, who gets nailed for a 3-yard loss. David Fuller came in and made the tackle, the defensive tackle. That'll be a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and 11, back at the 21. The defense is now looking like they're starting to catch up to the offenses here in this game. Coming up on 3.5 minutes left here in the first half. Big 3rd down for the Raiders, 3rd and 11 at their own 21. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson back, looking. Pearson rolls out, throws deep downfield. He's got a jump ball, and Crosland comes down with it. Are you kidding me? He had like 3 Broncos draped all over him, and he still caught it. Wow. Let me figure up the yardage here. 29 one way, 36 the other. What's 29 and 36? It'd be 65 yards. Wow. Wow. 1st and 10 for the Raiders now at the Bronco 14. 65 yards. Pearson hands off to Cousins. And Orlando Cousins gets a yard out to the 13. The 4th-year back at Louisiana Tech. I still can't get over that catch. There was like 4 Broncos around him. I guess Crosland just wanted it more. 2nd and 9 from the 13-yard line. Raiders come out. Pearson under center.
Here we go.
Pearson hands off to Casey Law. And Law drives down to the 9-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. And it should bring up 3rd and 5. And that's going to take us, it looks like, to the 2-minute warning. Raiders up 14-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Raiders lead the Broncos 14-7 here in the second quarter. 3rd and 5 for the Raiders at the Bronco 9. Oakland trying to make this a 2-possession game. Raiders trying to stay undefeated. They're 3-0 coming in. 4 receivers set wide. Pearson in the gun.
Here we go.
Cousins in motion. Pearson back. Pearson throws back of the end zone, incomplete. Well, even a field goal will make it a 2-possession game. He had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Garrett Brown will come on. This will be a 26-yard field goal attempt to put the Raiders up by 10. The second-year kicker out of Penn State. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead at 17-7. 1:52 left to play here in the second quarter from the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 4 here at Jammin' Sports. That Vikings-Raider game next week should be good. The Vikings came from behind to beat Dallas last night. The final in that one was 21-17. Vikings won. The Vikings were down 14-0 at one point in that game. You can catch that on YouTube. Garrett Brown will kick off for the Raiders. Up by 10. Fielded by DeCarva at the 1, over the 15, 20, 25 maybe. They mark him out the 24. Samson DeCarva on the return. 4th-year receiver out of Missouri. And now the Broncos offense led by Hunter Mann will come back out. Hunter Mann in his 3rd year out of Tennessee Tech. The Golden Eagles out of Cookeville, Tennessee. Right down the road from where we live here. Mann draws back. Throws deep. Caught by DeCarva. Nope, he can't hold on. Incomplete. Broken up by Landon Lasser. The 2nd-year safety out of Virginia Tech. Nice play by Lasser. That'll stop the clock. 1:44 left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Broncos at their own 24. If the Raiders win, they're going to have a 2-game lead after 4 weeks. Mann on 2nd down throws, and that hits a Raider. It hit number 96. That's Xavier Hackney, the 2nd-year defensive tackle out of Florida State. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 at the 24-yard line. And now the Broncos in the offset eye. Mann under center. Mann to Lattimore, and Lattimore out to the 26. A gain of just 2. It'll be 4th down. The Raiders take a timeout. They want the ball back with a chance to score. The Broncos are going to have to punt. Lost volume for some reason. He'll come back. It's one of those weird things. I'm sure the crowd noise will come back. Please come back. Totally lost the crowd noise on that one. Unless I did something with my headphones. Here's my headphones. Beasley gets the punt away. I bumped my headphones. There's a volume control. Crosland from the 22 brings it back out to the 39-yard line. And that's where the Raiders will have it 1st and 10. The Raiders in sim season history. Did it go out for you guys too, or just me? The Raiders have won 2 Super Bowls in sim season history. Super Bowl 8 over the Vikings and Super Bowl 9 over the 49ers. But they have not been back to the Super Bowl since. Well, actually, I take that back. They lost to the Cowboys in Super Bowl 17. 1st and 10. Pearson back. He got hit as he threw. Incomplete. So it wasn't just me. Okay, good. I feel better about myself. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders now at their own 39. 1:24 left in the half. Raiders up 17-7. 4 receivers wide on 2nd down. Pearson in the shotgun. And the Broncos jumped. Number 98, that's Kedrick Fine.
Encroachment defense.
the former Lion. And that'll make it 2nd and 5 for the Raiders at their own 44-yard line. That'll stop the clock. 1:24 left in the half. The Broncos do get the second half kickoff. But the Raiders are looking to score again before halftime. They still have 2 timeouts, 1:24 on the clock. The Raiders come out 5 wide. Pearson in the shotgun.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Pearson back to throw. Throws downfield, caught by Clymer. Out to the 46. Peyton Clymer. And that'll be a gain of 10, and that's a first down. Move the chains for the Raiders. Kendall Battle making the tackle for the Broncos. Battle in his 7th year out of Boise State. The strong safety. Coming up on a minute left. Raiders still have 2 timeouts here in the first half. Pearson in the shotgun.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
Pearson draws back. Throws outside. Caught by Siegel. And Jason Siegel out to the 38. A gain of 8. And the Raiders take a timeout with 48 seconds left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 2. Oakland trying to get into field goal range before halftime. They're up by 10. For the most part, the Raiders have dominated the first half. The Broncos did get a score, and the Broncos had a nice drive when they scored that touchdown. But we've had 10 unanswered Raider points. 2nd and 2 from the Bronco 38. 3 receivers to the near side. Pearson in the shotgun.
Grand 38.
Pearson draws back, throws, caught by Siegel, and Jason Siegel down to the 26. A gain of 12. A Raider first down for the big tight end. In his 11th year out of Tulsa, he spent 3 years with the Dolphins, now in his 8th year with the Raiders. Making the tackle, number 41, Lynn Ryan, the 2nd-year defensive back out of Arkansas. 30 seconds left. The Raiders still have a timeout in their back pocket. 1st and 10 from the Bronco 26. It'd be a 43-yard field goal from here. Pearson in the gun.
Here we go.
Pearson back. Pearson steps up, rolls out, throws down the sideline, incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 13 seconds left in the half. J.T. Franklin was the closest receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Bronco 26. Raiders come out. 4 receivers wide once again. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson back. Throws downfield. Caught by Franklin at the 1. And he's out of bounds. And the Raiders take a timeout. He was tackled inbounds and went out of bounds. That's why they had to take the timeout. Oh boy. 8 seconds, you're at the 1, but you don't have any timeouts. They'll probably just kick the field goal. You're tempted. You're sorely tempted. But if you don't get it, time will run out. Do you gamble? Do you take the shot? I'd be tempted to. Or do you take the automatic points? They're going to... Oh, boy, the Raiders. They're Mavericks. They're going to go for it. 1st and goal from the 1. They don't have any timeouts. That's a ballsy play. Pearson throws back of the end zone. Crosland, touchdown. Raiders. A 1-yard touchdown catch by Levi Crosland. The gamble pays off. And the Raiders go up 23-7. Wow. That was a ballsy move, but they made it work. Definitely got both feet in. Levi Crosland, the 3rd-year receiver out of Virginia. I tell you what, man, he's clutch. He's made some catches today. Garrett Brown for the extra point. Kick is up and good. And the Raiders lead it by 17. 24-7. A 3-possession lead going into halftime. The Raiders well on their way to 4-0. I tell you what, the Raiders play in a relatively weak AFC West. Other than the Broncos, the Chargers and the Chiefs are not having good seasons. In fact, the Chargers are 0-4. I could see the Raiders going 12-2, 13-1, maybe even 14-0. I know we're only in week 4. We still have a lot in front of us. There's the kickoff by Brown. Fielded by Manson, 2 yards deep over the 15-20. And Andrew Manson out to the 22-yard line. 2 seconds left until halftime. Denver's going to have to regroup. The Raiders have been hitting on all cylinders here in the first half. Are the Raiders the best team in the league? I don't know. But I definitely would say they're the most improved. And it looks like Hunter Mann just wants to take a knee and go to halftime. Halftime score, Oakland 24, Denver 7, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 4 here at Jammin' Sports. The 2-1 Broncos, the 3-0 Raiders. The Raiders have jumped out to a 24-7 lead on Denver as we start the third quarter. Denver will get the ball first and a chance to close the gap. Garrett Brown will kick off for the Raiders. And this will be fielded by DeCarva at the 2-yard line over the 15-20, 25. And Samson DeCarva brings it out to the 27-yard line. And that's where Denver will have it, 1st and 10. As we start quarter number 3. Hunter Mann, his stats, that's Lattimore's stats actually. The Hunter Mann, the quarterback, will lead the offense. The third-year quarterback out of Tennessee Tech. Let's see if the Broncos can get back in this game. On 1st and 10, 3 receivers to the near side. Mann in the shotgun. Mann fakes the handoff. Throws, dumps it off to Cruz, and Colt Cruz out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 7, make it a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. The 9th-year receiver out of Texas. One of your long shot players from Madden 18, Colt Cruz. The other long shot player, Devin Wade, he retired. He was on the Panthers last season, but he retired finally. 2nd and 2 from the 34. Mann to Lattimore up the middle. And Perry Lattimore out to the 44-yard line, a gain of 10. And that'll be a Broncos first down. If Denver's going to have any shot in this game, they really have to get a touchdown on this drive. They're down by 3 possessions. And then, of course, their defense is going to have to step up. 1st and 10 Broncos at their own 44. 4 receivers set wide. Mann under center.
Here we go.
Mann hands off to Lattimore. He turns outside. And he gets out to the 48. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. On the tackle, Dwayne Jefferson, the 2nd-year safety out of Hampton. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Broncos at their own 48. Denver comes out 4 wide. Man in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Man hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore out to the 50. A gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. What a difference a season makes. Last season, the Raiders started 0 and 4. Believe it or not. They finished 6 and 10. They have a chance to start 4-0 this season. 3rd and 4 from the 50. Man in the shotgun. Man drops back, throws, caught by Dixon. And that's the tight end, Ed Dixon, in his 12th year out of Oregon, playing for his 5th team now. He played for the Ravens, the Steelers, the Chargers, the Redskins, and now the Broncos. The much-traveled Ed Dixon just can't stay put. On the tackle, number 70 for the Raiders. I'm looking for a 70 on my roster. There he is, Carroll Harris, the linebacker, in his 9th year out of Texas. 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the Raider 39.
All right, here we go.
In the I formation, man to Lattimore. And Lattimore to the 33, a gain of 6. Make it a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Leighton Cripps on the tackle. Well, the Broncos have started the 3rd quarter with a nice drive. They're down to the Raider 33, 2nd and 5. 4 receivers wide. Man in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Green.
Man hands off to Lattimore, who gets down to the 30. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Cripps again on the tackle. .440 and counting here in the 3rd. Broncos on the move. 3rd and 2 from the Raider 30. They're in the offset eye.
Let's go.
Cruz in motion. Man drops back. Throws. Caught by Lumen. The tight end. Down to the 1. C.J. Lumen, the 2nd-year tight end at Louisiana Tech. A 29-yard gain down to the 1 yard line. Easier for me to say. Finally making the tackle, number 30 for the Raiders. That's Dwayne Jefferson, the safety. It'll be 1st and goal, Denver at the 1. Broncos trying to get back in this game. He was very close to scoring on that one. The ball ended up just shy of the goal line. 1st and goal from about the half-yard line. Broncos come out in the offset eye. Man fakes the handoff, rolls out, and Man dumps it off to Lumen, but he's out of bounds, incomplete. I thought Man was going to try to run it in. He thought better of it, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 1 yard line. 3:56 left here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and goal. Broncos come out in the eye.
All right, here we go. 3:19.
Man pitches to Lattimore, and Lattimore gets nailed at the 5. Making the tackle, Landon Lasser, the safety, comes up, shakes off the block, and makes the tackle. Nice play by Lasser. That'll be a loss of 4. It'll be 3rd and goal back at the 5. .340 and counting here in the 3rd. Broncos come out. 3rd and goal. Hunter Man under center.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Man, 3-step drop, throws inside to Cruz. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown catch by Colt Cruz. And the Broncos make it 24-13. Make it a 2-possession game. They're down by 11 with the extra point coming. And now Javi Gaspar for the extra point. Kick is up. and good. It's a 10-point ball game. The Raiders lead it 24-14. Still a lot of time left if the Broncos defense can get a stop. 3:26 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 4 here at Jammin' Sports. Can the Raiders remain unbeaten? The Saints lost to the Buccaneers earlier today, 22-17. They're no longer undefeated. And before that game, the Patriots hung on to beat the Chiefs 17-14. Both those games in the video section and both those games on YouTube. Just look up Jammin' Sports on YouTube. Look for the blue JS that you see in the upper left corner. Kicking off will be Sam Beasley for the Broncos. It'll be fielded by Cousins at the goal line over the 15-20. And Orlando Cousins brings it out to the 24-yard line. Ryan Pearson, the starting quarterback, will come back out. Some first half highlights. The touchdown pass to Franklin. And that's the touchdown pass to McNeil. And that's the touchdown pass to Crosland. And the Raiders also have a field goal. They lead it 24-14. That Bronco drive took up a lot of time here in the third quarter. 3:22 left. Raiders will start from their own 24. 4 receivers set wide. Pearson under center. Pearson fakes the handoff. Throws deep downfield. And Crosland can't come up with it this time. That was actually Franklin. J.T. Franklin. Parker Cameron, that's actually Cameron who comes in your picture there, along with Carlos Laws on the defense there for the Broncos. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders now at their own 24. 3:16 left in the third. Ryan Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Casey Law, who loses 3 yards. On the tackle, Zach Wallace, the rookie linebacker out of Southern Miss. It'll bring up 3rd and 13. Speaking of Southern Miss, in my college football sim season going on Saturday afternoons, Old Miss is now all alone in first place in the SEC. After 5 weeks, they sit at 4-1. The Rebels having a great year so far. Their only loss was to LSU. 3rd and 13 from the 21. Pearson back. Pearson dumps it off to Cousins. And Orlando Cousins out to the 25. And that'll be a gain of 4. It'll bring up 4th and 9. So the Broncos defense does get the stop. Kind of feel momentum shifting here. The Broncos, they'll get the ball back now after the punt. They can make it a 1-possession game with any type of score. They're down by 10. Dave Justice, the 8th-year punter out of Air Force, his first punt of the day. And this will be fielded by Manson at the 21, who brings it up the sideline. Nice return out to the 41-yard line. Andrew Manson on the return. First down, Broncos. Can the Broncos make it a 1-score game? 2:14 left here in the third. A lot of time left in this one. Raiders up 24-14. And now Denver's on the move. Broncos come out. Hunter Mann under center. Mann hands off to Lattimore up the middle, and Perry Lattimore to the 46, a gain of 5. Making the tackle, Dwayne Jefferson, the safety, who comes up to make the hit. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 46. Under 2 minutes left now in the third quarter. On 2nd and 5. In the offset eye. Man to Lattimore again around the outside. And Lattimore down to the 48. Just a gain of 2. Landon Lasser on the tackle, the safety. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down for the Broncos. When you look at the time remaining, they really need to get a score here to get back in this game. On 3rd and 3. Man, hands off to Lattimore. And Lattimore gets backed up and taken down by Lasser in the backfield. And that's going to be a loss of 2 yards. The second-year safety out of Virginia Tech, Landon Lasser, another good play. Great play by Lasser. It'll be 4th down. He shook off the block and comes in and makes the play. A minute left here in the 3rd to be 4th down. The Broncos will punt. Sam Beasley back to punt. Beasley gets the punt away. And that'll be out of bounds at the 14-yard line. And that's where the Raiders will take over, up by 10. 49 seconds left here in the 3rd. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow night. We'll finish up week 4 at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be the San Francisco 49ers at the LA Rams. And that'll be followed by the New York Giants at the Washington Redskins. We'll wrap up week 4 tomorrow night. First and 10. Raiders at their own 14. Pearson under center. Pearson drops back. Throws downfield. Caught by Barnett. And Barnett out to the 28. A gain of 14. Bryce Barnett, the 4th-year tight end out of Marshall. First down. The Raiders. The ghost of Al Davis has snuck up on us. I think Al Davis would like this Raider team. First and 10. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Raiders have it at their own 28. They come out 4 wide. Pearson under center. Pearson, play action. Pearson. He was very close to the line of scrimmage, but he gets it out to Siegel, out to the 41. A gain of 13 and a Raider first down. I was watching that line of scrimmage close. He was very close. First down, Oakland. To keep the drive going. That first or 3rd quarter clock winding down. They won't get another playoff. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Raiders up 24-14 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 4 here at Jammin' Sports. The Raiders lead the Broncos 24-14 as we start the 4th quarter. The Raiders trying to stay undefeated, trying to get to 4-0. They have a 10-point lead on the Broncos, who come in at 2-1. We start the 4th quarter, 1st and 10 Raiders at their own 41-yard line. They spread the receivers out, empty backfield for Pearson. Takes the snap. Throws, caught by Crosland coming across. And Levi Crosland 7 yards out to the 48. Make it an 8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 2. Levi Crosland's had a huge day for the Raiders today. He's made some spectacular catches. Pearson at 241 yards. 3 touchdowns. He's having a pretty good day. 2nd and 2. Pearson hands off to Cousins up the middle. Orlando Cousins out to the 45. A gain of 7. And that'll be a Raider first down. The 4th-year back out of Louisiana Tech. On the tackle, number 79, Steve Strong, the 3rd-year defensive tackle out of Baylor. Another Raider first down. On 1st and 10, the Raiders come out. Pearson in the shotgun.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
Pearson pump fakes, throws, gets it out to Franklin. And JT Franklin down to the 40, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Meanwhile, the fourth quarter clock continues. The Broncos desperately need a stop. They're down by 10, 6:45 and counting. Raiders trying to make it a 2-possession game again. Or 3 possession. 3 receivers to the near side. Pearson in the shotgun.
Let's go.
Pearson fakes the handoff, throws, and it's knocked down, nearly picked off. Oh, my goodness. If James Thomas had picked that off, he would have been gone. It was tipped right to him. There was nobody there. The linebacker Wallace tipped it to Thomas, and there was nobody there. He would have scored. 3rd and 5 for the Raiders now. At the Denver 40-yard line, the Raiders spread out the receivers. Pearson in the shotgun.
Brad 38. Brad 38.
Pearson draws back, throws, caught by Cousins. He picks up the first down. Out to the 31-yard line, a gain of 9. First down Raiders. They keep the drive going, and they can eat up more time. On the tackle, number 41, Lynn Ryan, the defensive back. Now the Raiders can eat up more clock. The Raiders are going to be the only team over 500 in the AFC West. The Broncos will fall to 2-2. The Chiefs are 1-3. The Chargers are 0-4.
Here we go.
1st and 10 in the I formation. Pearson to Cousins. And Cousins gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Zach Wallace, the linebacker, on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10. Raiders content to keep it on the ground unless they have to throw, eating up that clock. 5 receivers wide. This is a passing formation. Empty backfield. Pearson in the gun. Pearson back. Throws. Dumps it off to Siegel. Breaks a tackle inside the 20. See ya. Touchdown. Poor tackling by the Broncos results in a 31-yard touchdown catch and run by Jason Siegel. And the Raiders have blown the doors off of this one. Poor tackling right here. James Thomas didn't wrap up. And Siegel, a big tight end in his own right, goes 31 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are up 30-14 with the extra point coming. Garrett Brown will come on for the extra point. They'll put him up by 17. The kick is up, and it's good. Raiders back up by 3 scores, 31-14, 5:25 left. Are the Raiders the best team in the league? I don't want to go out on a limb and say that yet. However, Indianapolis is also 4-0. But the Raiders, they might be the best team in the AFC. Over in the NFC, you still have the Giants and the Rams. They both play tomorrow. Not against each other, though. And now Garrett Brown will kick off. Fielded by Manson, a yard deep over the 10, 15, 20, 25. Andrew Manson out to the 26-yard line. Let's look at the Raiders' margin of victory in their first 3 games. They beat the Bengals in week 1. 27-17, a 10-point game. And then in week 2, they beat the Chargers 21-14, a 7-point game. And then they beat the Dolphins in week 3. Looking for that score, 17-10. So 10, 7, and 7. That's 24. Divided by 3, so it's an 8-point margin of victory every game. This one's going to crank it up there, though. 1st and 10. Man draws back. Throws downfield. Caught by DeCarva. Makes a nice move. DeCarva down the sideline. Finally tackled down at the 31. So the Broncos still playing hard. See, 24 and 19. 43 yards. Samson DeCarva down to the Raider 31-yard line. Finally making the tackle. Landon Lasser catches up to him. Got an assist there by number 59, Cole Harper, the linebacker, in his second year out of Kentucky. Boy, he made McCorkle whiff. One of the few bad plays the Raiders have made today. Every team has their moments, even the good ones. 1st and 10 Broncos now at the Raider 31. Under 5 minutes left. They're still down by 3 scores. Man in the shotgun. Man draws back. Throws. Caught by Cruz coming across. 11-yard gain down to the 20-yard line. First down Raiders. Carroll Harris, the linebacker, on the tackle. 4.5 minutes left. This is too little too late for the Broncos, though, I'm afraid. They would need a miracle to come back in this one. Considering the time left, 4.5 minutes. 1st and 10 Denver from the 20-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Man under center. Man to Lattimore up the middle. And Lattimore to the 19, a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think Carroll Harris made the tackle again. Clock continues to move. We're at the 4-minute mark. We'll have NBA basketball after this. We'll have the Mavericks and the Trailblazers, and that'll be followed by the Clippers and the Lakers. 2nd and 9. Man to Lattimore. And Lattimore picks up 2 yards to the 17. Injury timeout as Lattimore got shaken up. Xander Hackney on the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. The Broncos may score here, but they're not going to win this game. The Raiders are going to go to 4-0. The Broncos are going to drop to 2-2. Raiders definitely the class of the AFC, along with the Indianapolis Colts, who also sit at 4-0. Does Indianapolis play the Raiders this season? Well, we'll look at the schedule. 3rd and 7 from the 17 in the I formation. Man hands off to Jones, and Kobe Jones down to the 16, a gain of a yard. We'll look at the schedule here. Let's take a look. Why not? We have time. Raiders play Minnesota next week. And then they host Pittsburgh. And then they're at Kansas City. Divisional game. Then they host Cleveland. 4th and 6. Big 4th down for the Broncos. Man to the end zone. DeCarva. Touchdown Broncos. On 4th down they go for it. And they get the touchdown. Samson DeCarva in the back of the end zone. Makes it 31-20. The Pats will play Chicago next week. Let me make a look at the rest of the Raiders schedule here. That was through week 8. Let's see. Then the Raiders play at Denver. And then they host the Chargers. Play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Extra point by Gaspar is up and good. It's now a 10-point game again with 3:15 left. Raiders up 31-21. Looking at the rest of the schedule, then the Raiders play at the Jets in week 12. They host Kansas City, and they'll finish the season at home against the 49ers. So the Raiders do not play the Colts in the regular season. Just wondering, since they're both 4-0. Raiders up 31-21. Let's see if the Broncos try an onside kick with 3:15 left. Sam Beasley will kick off for Denver. Still a lot of time left. 3:15. That's a lot of time if you have timeouts. They're going to try the onside kick. If they get this, watch out. Fielded by the Raiders, Greer. Mason Greer picks it up at the Denver 41-yard line. Mason Greer in his third year at Louisiana Monroe. Now, if you're the Raiders, you want to eat up some time here. Ryan Pearson will come out. What a day. 19 of 24, 286, and 4 touchdowns. He's had himself an afternoon. The second-year quarterback out of Eastern Washington. He struggled as a rookie, but he didn't have a very good team around him. The Raiders acquired a lot of personnel during the offseason. Much better team. 1st and 10. Pearson hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins, a big gain. Down to the 30, a gain of 11. And that'll be a Raider first down. They can keep that clock moving. Under 3 minutes now. What the Broncos need is a turnover in the worst way. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line of the Broncos. Raiders can put this away with any type of score, really. Pearson hands off to Law around the outside, and Casey Law picks up a yard out to the 29. It'll be 2nd and 9. With themselves. And that should take us to the 2-minute warning. And it does. Raiders up 31-21 at the 2-minute break here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Raiders well on their way to being 4-0. They'll tie the Colts for the best record in the AFC. Don't want to overlook Indianapolis because they're having a good season. 2nd and 9 from the 29. 4 receivers wide. Pearson under center.
Come on, let's go.
Pearson to Cousins up the gut. Picks up 3 yards. The Broncos take a timeout. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. I've already updated the standings. The Broncos aren't going to win this. It's just a matter of what the final score is going to be. NBA basketball up next. We'll have Dallas at Portland. And then the Battle of L.A., the Clippers and the Lakers. Easy for me to say. I almost said the Clappers. 3rd and 6 from the 26. 4 receivers wide. Pearson in the gun. Pearson back. Throws. Caught by Franklin. No, incomplete. Broken up by Kendall Battle, the defensive back. The safety in his 7th year out of Boise State. It'll be 4th down. The Raiders will probably kick a field goal. This will be a 43-yard attempt. Garrett Brown will come on. Going to put the Raiders up by 13. Snap, kick is up. And it looks good, is good. Raiders go up 34-21 with 1:49 left. I'm so confident that I'm going to update Evil Dead's standings here. Evil Dead is now 25-24. You got this one right. Grando sat this one out. I don't know why. This was an easy pick, really. I knew coming in the Raiders are going to win this. And the Broncos made it close. 1:49 left. Garrett Brown will kick off. Fielded by DeCarva at the goal line over the 20. And DeCarva brings it out to the 25. Okay. It's all right. You can sit them out. You don't have to pick every game. It's not mandatory. We only do this for fun. There's no money involved. 1st and 10 for the Broncos now at their own 25. I tell you what, if there was money involved, yesterday would have broke me. I had a bad day yesterday. 1st and 10 from the 25. College football. I was talking about college football. Gracie's looking at me like, what? Mann back to throw. Mann throws out to Dixon. And Ed Dixon out to the 34, a gain of 9. He'll be just shy of the first half. 1:39 left. Raiders up by 13. The Raiders are 1 minute and 39 seconds away from being 4-0 to start the season. Yeah, it would be. It would be, Grando. 2nd and 1 from the 34-yard line. Hunter Mann, the quarterback. Hands off to Kobe Jones up the middle. And Jones out to the 43, a gain of 9. 1st and 10 Broncos. Broncos in the hurry up. Mann looking. And Mann scrambling around. Can't get by his own man. Finally throws downfield. Colt Cruz wide open. Down to the 21-yard line. It's a 32-yard gain. And now with a minute left, 1st and 10 from the 21. Mann looking. Throws to the end zone. He's got a guy wide open. Cruz. Touchdown, Denver. Colt Cruz was wide open in the back of the end zone. So hold the phones, everybody. This one's not over yet. Denver has drawn to within 7. It's 34-27. And if they get the onside kick, I've already updated the standings. I don't want to go back and have to fix it.
The previous play is under review.
They're going to look at this, but I think he was in. Raiders defense playing a bit loose here in the latter stages of the fourth quarter. He got the knee down. That's all you need. The NFL rulebook says 1 knee equals 2 feet. That's going to hold up. And it's going to be 34-27.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It's a good touchdown. It stands. And now, Raiders kind of living dangerously at the East Bar. Is up and good. It looks like it is. A 6-point Raider lead, 34-28 with 57 seconds left. You know what's coming. Man, if the Broncos get this and come back and win, I'm just going to be sick to my stomach. I think Evil Dead would be too. 34-28, the Raiders up by 6. They had a 7-point or 17-point lead at one time. They let the Broncos hang around. All right, here's the onside kick. Gaspar will attempt. It'll be fielded by J.T. Franklin for the Raiders. 56 seconds left. Denver has 2 timeouts. 3, maybe 4 more snaps, and this one's over. The Raiders are going to hang on. This game ended up closer than it should have been. Let me just say that. The Raiders played too loose on defense there toward the end. But the Raiders will hang on. Yeah, turns into John Elway in the 4th. Raiders will probably just take a knee. Well, they might run a play. They're in the offset eye. 1st and 10 from the Bronco 44. They hand off to Law, and Casey Law to the 43, a gain of a yard. Denver takes a timeout. It'll be 2nd and 9. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll have an NFL doubleheader, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock Pacific time. It'll be the 49ers and the Rams, and that'll be followed by the Giants and the Redskins. And we'll wrap up week number 4 tomorrow night. We have NBA basketball coming up next. We have a doubleheader of basketball coming up as soon as this is over. Give me about 5 minutes to get that set up. Be the Mavericks and the Trailblazers, and that'll be followed by the Clippers and the Lakers. Some late night basketball. On 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 190.
Pearson to Cousins around the outside, and Cousins picks up a yard. Denver takes a timeout. It'll be 3rd and 8. .48 seconds left. If the Raiders get a first down here, it's over. The Broncos are out of timeouts. They're all-star rosters. All-star. All the great players, which makes it really interesting. Third and 8 from the 42. Now the Raiders are going to take a knee.
Here we go.
Pearson will take a knee. The Broncos cannot stop the clock, but the Raiders are going to have to punt. We're currently in week 1 of our current NBA season. We're down to 2 games left in week 1. Are you kidding me? Well, why not? Run out the clock. They're going to try a 60-yard field goal attempt. Are you kidding me? He nailed it. Garrett Brown from 60 yards. It's not a record. The record's 61, but wow. Are you kidding me with that? And the Raiders go up by 9, 37-28. I was thinking, no way. But Garrett Brown nailed it. The second-year kicker out of Penn State. Oh, my stars and garters, what's going on? And now the kickoff by Brown with 4 seconds left. Fielded by Manson, he'll bring it up. And time will run out, and that is ball game. Your final score, the Raiders win it 37-28 over the Broncos. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. NBA basketball up next. We'll see you then.